attention. We have a couple of special toasts, and the maid of honor, Leah, and best man, Josh, are going to do that. And then we're going to cut the cake. Robert and Amy are going to cut the cake, and all are invited to come up and get a cupcake. So, Leah.
Hi. So basically, I've known Amy since I was born, I would say. It all started when our moms used to go on stroller rides when we were like this big. And so that was some good times that we had. And you know, we had some rough times too. One time, I might have pulled a candle off of your birthday cake. Do you remember? And licked it before she blew it out. Yeah, we got through that. That was rough. So, but through the years, through middle school, through high school, we've remained friends, and it's been really great to have someone who's so constant in my life and has shown me what it means to be a good friend. And really, I remember, you know, I was on Facebook one day, and I noticed that a boy posted on Amy's Facebook wall. And I immediately called her and I said, "Who is this boy that is posting on your Facebook wall?" And she kind of told me about it, Robert, and she said, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a small little thing. And, and I was like, sure, it's just a little thing. I didn't believe it at all. And sure enough, it was like a week or two later, I got a call, you know, that was like, "Hey, Robert asked me to be his girlfriend," and I was like, okay, wow. I knew it. And in that moment, though, there were here's the thing, there were some red flags that were going up. Like, I didn't really know. I was like, who is this guy? And why does he think that he can date my friend? Like, I haven't even met him. So, okay, I'm kind of protective, I guess. So like, you know, weeks went by and y'all continued to date, and it was really good. And I was actually able to meet Robert, and I was still kind of like, okay, like, I have to meet this guy. I'm just kidding. Robert didn't know I felt this way. This is like true confessions. No, but when I immediately met you, I remember that you greeted me with a hug, and it was all of a sudden, it was like bonus points. It was like, this is good. And I saw you guys interact, and I saw that you cared for Amy, and I was like, this can be good, for sure. And so months went by, and Robert finally told us he was going to propose. And we immediately made a plan, and usually it's Amy making the plan, but the girls made a plan, and we totally lied to her all day, went to Springfield, and she had no idea that she was going to get proposed to. So that night, Robert proposed. Amy?
A million her, we just got married.
Yes. How appropriate. And, and Amy, you said yes, right? You said yes. And so now we're here, and you're married. So great, you're married. And I just want to say that I'm thankful for both of you and just the friends that you've been to me. Just Amy, through the years, we've made it, and you've been loving and you've encouraged me, and I'm so thankful. And Robert, it's really cool that I'm able to call you my friend now too, because of Amy, and I'm thankful for your leadership and just that both of you are following after the Lord. And so my prayer and my toast, is that you would both continue to seek the Lord, and that He would be in the center of your relationship, and He would be what holds you guys together. So let's toast to Mr. and Mrs. Varner.
Well, I guess I have a few words to say as well. I did not know Robert when I was born. Didn't know him for a long time. But I became friends with Robert the very first day of school at SBU. And it's funny how I remember so much about it. I remember I'm walking up to my welcome week group, and I see this bro over there, and he's got really crazy curly hair coming down, and he's already getting some facial hair, and at that time it's dang, he's got some facial hair, and he's got this crazy Argyle diamond shirt, and it looks like something I'd never wear in my life. But I was like, dude, this bro's pulling this off. That's pretty awesome. So I of course have to talk to him, and I get to know him a little bit, find out he's right above me, And that was a funny story how I met his roommate too. I kind of like knocked on the door thinking it was him, and then I met his roommate Brant over there. But ever since then, like, we have been really good friends. And the one thing that I think like has to describe Robert in one word is he's loyal. And this is something I've seen as like a friend throughout our time together. Like, I'm trying to think of, there's been so many things I've seen him go through, so many things that he's seen me go through, that we just pray together and learn together. And I've just seen how loyal he is and how he has desired to be loyal to someone. And that's a huge part of his heart. And I remember a little bit about whenever he first met Amy, and it's an interesting story as well. I remember him coming back to the room and being like, dude, this girl was smiling at me the whole time in choir. And he was like, dude, I think I may talk to her. Like, so, you know, and now about like 2 years later, he's married. And but one thing that was interesting that I just found out actually this morning, but Robert, I had the rings obviously. In Robert's ring, it had the Hebrew word kesed, which means covenant loyalty, and that's just right there. It describes who he is. He's loyal, and I'm really looking forward to him showing that loyalty to Amy and just them spending that together. So thank you, toast to Robert, so, and Amy.
Okay, now they're going to cut the cake.
No, Mom.
There are cupcakes on both sides of the tables. We can have a couple of lines. And also, all the single ladies and all the single men, if you'll meet over in this corner by the piano, they're going to toss the garter and the bouquet. So this may be your day. Come on down.